Hello everyone, and thank you for joining my Avengers themed Pokemon run. So we're going to start off with a Captain America, a Hawkeye, an Agent Phil, and some shield grunts. Captain America is a Honedge that'll eventually become an Aegislash with the shield and the sword. Hawkeye becomes the Decidueye, or however you say that, and he's got like the bow. And then Agent Phil will eventually be replaced to have that full Avengers squad. Now the way it works is, so I have the other Avengers kind of like in my box right now, but they're all at different levels. So like Iron Man's at level 30, but I don't want to add them into my party right away. I don't want the run to be, I guess, too easy. So as my wild Pokemon gain in level, for example, those shield grunts, once one of those shield grunts gets to level 30, then I'll replace it with an Avenger that's currently in my box. So the Score Bunny, I'm going to keep around for a little bit just because I don't have any badges yet, and I'm going to get to that first battle, and I may outpace the level 20. So I kind of need Score Bunny there. I started off training pretty aggressively, being very successful with that Steel and Ghost type. Until I hit this Stuffle. Now, I forgot that Stuffle is a fighting and normal type, and I thought it was a dark and normal type for some reason. And so I made a miscalculation here, and it took out my Rowlet. It almost took out Captain America, and I had to call in Agent Phil. And I thought I was gonna have to call in the Shield Grunts to take care of this, but Agent Phil hits it with a couple embers and ends up taking it out and saves the day, and that's why we have Agent Phil. So go Agent Phil. So as I was training, I came across this Delibird and was surprised to see, oh no, okay, it's a level 27. But then I remembered the move present is normal type, and I have a ghost type, so I figured, well, if he's just gonna spam this, this is like free XP. So we go ahead and we just start this fight, and unbeknownst to me, he has a drill pack. But despite the level difference, that critical hit didn't even kill me. So I got pretty confident here, and I was really just chasing this XP. And a couple sword dances, and now Aerial Ace is doing its job, and I was able to take out this Delibird and really speed up the process to take down this first gym. And basically everybody levels up in my party, and we teach our Hawkeye Razor Leaf, and yeah, it was a nice boost. Alright, so our Shield Grunt has reached level 15, which is the same level as our Thor is. So our Thor is level 15, which is just a Alolan Raichu. It's a electric and psychic type, which kind of hovers on their little surfboard. So after a ton of training and going through the story and going through caves and mandated battles against Hop and Beatty, my team basically got over leveled. I had to remove some of my Pokemon from my party to prevent them from leveling up, and then eventually I made it here and I was able to add them all back. And so we have our Captain America here, who is equipped with an Aerial Ace against these grass types. He comes out with his Gossifleur. I guess he's like a French flower, but not really much of a match against this Captain America. It has a Sword Dance and Aerial Ace, and so he sends out his Eldegoss. I Dynamaxed. He Dynamaxed. I guess he outspeeds me maybe here. But anyways, we both Dynamax at the same time. And let's see what's about to happen here. I think he goes with like a max overgrowth or something like that. Let's see. yeah, doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. We're basically the same level, and well, it looks like it's gonna be a two-shot here, and raising my speed, so hopefully this will take it out, and yes, it does. And so the first gym battle was really easy. Got to level 21 here, so just in time to get my badge. I believe my badge will allow me to train Pokemon up to level 30, so it gives me a bit of breathing room here. Basically had to really manage the leveling of them. They did begin to disobey me as I was fighting wild Pokemon and stuff like that, and so I started to really have a lot of anxiety, and getting this first badge was just such a relief. So after this first gym battle, the Shield Grunt, one of our Shield Grunts reaches level 20, so we're gonna add our Sneasel to the party, which is our Black Widow. The initial move set here is not very good. Leer, Taunt, Quick Attack, and Metal Claw. So, pretty low level attack moves, especially at level 20. I kind of just go through my TMs, see maybe if there's something here that'll work, and nothing really works. Swift is a special attack move. Can't really do Focus Energy because, well, it's not compatible. So I'm just gonna have to grind this out with Sneasel for a while, and you know, see how it turns out. So at level 21, we were able to find the TM Attract, just walking around, just going through the story, which I think is a great move for both Sneasel and just Black Widow in general. So to have like Metal Claw, Quick Attack, Leer, and Attract is kind of a cool moveset for Black Widow to have, because I think it fits the character. So let's head over to this Team Yell battle and test out our Sneasel with the Attract move. I've never really used Attract before in other Pokemon games, so I'm just kind of wondering what the effectiveness of it is, how good it's going to work in battle. Just a Zigzagoon, so nothing too threatening, but I want to test it out anyways here, and somehow it outspeeds me. I don't know if baby doll goes first or what, but he's in love now. I'm gonna use my Metal Claw, which I then outspeed it, so I don't know, something weird happened there. So now I'm paralyzed. Zigzagoon should be able to go, but can't because it's mobilized by love. So this is looking nice, and I like the move Attract with this Black Widow. It fits to the character, so definitely gonna keep her around, and it seems to be pretty effective, so it's looking good. So leading up to the Nessa battle, I want to just make sure my Alolan Raichu is up to snuff for this. And when I went to the move remember, I was just presented with like every single move possible for this Alolan Raichu, and so I think the first three moves here are pretty obvious to me. End up going with a Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, and Psychic, but the last one I just really struggle with trying to figure out which one to go with. I'm kind of thinking about the end game here against dragon types, you know. So do I go with like a fairy move? Do I go with like Electro Ball? But how often am I gonna outspeed things? Ultimately, in the end, I kind of settle on Thunder Wave, which actually doesn't really make a whole lot of sense when Nuzzle can do damage and it has 100% accuracy, but I don't know. I think it's nostalgia. So here we go with the battle against Nessa. As we both kind of walk out here into the battle arena, and she just says something that I don't care about whatsoever. And she starts out with a Goldeen, so not threatening whatsoever. Gonna hit that with a Nasty Plot and just basically attempt to sweep the team after that. With Raichu's lower defense, that Horn Attack did kind of scare me a bit, but it just didn't really do that much damage at all. So ended up working out fine. This Arrokuda was scared me a little bit as well, just because it has high speed, high attack against my low defense, but luckily I outspeed it. And then we're presented with Dreadnought here, and I forgot if Dreadnought was ground in water or rock in water. So I elect not to Dynamax here, just in case there's a ground type and my electric moves don't work. I was just going to Dynamax my Hawkeye, but hitting this with Thunderbolt actually just ends up taking it out, and I didn't hit the Dynamax anyway, so I just saved time essentially, not having to watch the animation. And Nessa goes down with just one Pokemon on a nasty plot, and we get our TM Whirlpool, and we move on in our journey here. So after our Nessa battle, we are going to add Machamp to the party. Wasn't really shown on video, but we just head to the wild area in Route 5 and just test him out here, see how he's going to fare up. It's a level 20 Machamp, so pretty strong at this level. Comes equipped with the Focus Energy, Rock Blast, Knock Off, and Sweep. The whole idea using the Focus Energy and the Rock Blast together to do some critical hit damage. But in this case, up against a Ghost type, yeah, you can use Knock Off, so just gives you some coverage against those Psychic types and those Ghost types, and the Rock Blast against the Flying types, and in general, it's just a powerful move against any other type that doesn't have a strength or weakness against it. And then a low sweep fighting move attack, just to have at least one fighting attack type with this Pokemon. Alright, so after we've added Machamp to the party, we run into Beatty as we're making our way to the next gym. So this is, I think, a great way to figure out how strong Champ really is here, and just figure out if it's going to be a viable option. So we're going to hit the Solosis with a knockoff, and takes it out in one hit. So looking pretty good there. So next is the Gothita, and really want to start using Black Widow more. Really haven't gotten too much of a chance to use Black Widow that much, and so even though the move typing I have isn't great, it's just kind of good to know as time goes on how to use it. Just, you know, especially late game, we're going to evolve it to Weavile. I just want to kind of get to know this Pokemon, because when it comes time to, you know, like the real battles, it's going to make a big difference kind of knowing how tanky they are, how speedy they are, and things like that. So we're going to bring out the Incredible Hulk again for the Ponyta. They have a type advantage here. I think it's a Psychic and Fairy type, but I just wanted to see how it was going to fare against something it was weak to, and it's doing quite well. So that strong special defense that Machamp has is proving itself here, and the low defense on the flip side of Ponyta is showing, as the Incredible Hulk is his strong attacks are doing quite well here. So Hatena comes out, and we're gonna give our Captain America a shot to shine here. So we're Steel and Ghost type, and just gonna hit it with a Night Slash. No need to get fancy with anything. Our high attack should take it out, and it does. And so pretty quick battle, not too difficult, and kind of just was a measuring stick as far as my party goes, and we're in pretty good shape. All right, so we finally make it to the Fire Gym trainer, Kabu, and he's gonna start out with Ninetales. Now, my team is not really built well against fire. I don't have any water Pokemon, nor do I think I have any water moves. So Machamp's kind of my best bet right here with Rock Blast. And we're gonna kind of hope that he can just last as long as possible. And if he ends up dying, you know, I do have other, you know, Pokemon that can kind of wrap up, you know, maybe the last two or the last Pokemon without any type advantaging. And so this Arcanine, luckily, yeah, I mean, low defense, and I'm getting these critical hits with this Rock Blast, so it's working out really well. Actually couldn't really go any better than probably could have planned this. He learned Strength. He kind of actually yeah, decided not to use it, to keep that focus energy. And then we have a Sun and Scorch, which is great because it's a bug and fire type. So I think it's X4 weakness to my rock attack, and it should go down in one hit. Hopefully, I believe I should outspeed this thing, and if I don't, we're both Dynamaxed. I don't have like the max Dynamax thing with the Machamp in this, just because he's a traded Pokemon, and you know, you can't convert them until much later in the game. So as suspected, one hit with a rock type move and he's done. And so I was able to use Machamp and take out this gym leader with one Pokemon. So I feel pretty lucky because if this Machamp went down, basically all I had was a Raichu left, and my Asian Phil, which is a fire type Score Bunny. Other than that, I had a grass type, an ice type, and a steel type. So all probably would have gone down if they wouldn't have outsped that Set the Scorch. Alright, so Agent Phil is now level 30, which means that we now are going to add Iron Man to our party. He learns a move here, and for some reason I add it. For absolutely no reason, but he is going to now go into our box, and we're gonna add Magmortar to the party, which is our Iron Man, and he's got Flame Wheel, Confuse Ray, Scary Face, and Fire Punch. This is the default move set. We'll change it though. We'll go to the Move Rememberer and try to see what options we have, and you'll see those in later battles. So now that we have our team fully built out, our whole Avenger squad's here, we did some training and moved on to the Fairy Gym. And so she starts out with this Weezing, Poison Fairy type. I counter that with my Doublade, Steel and Ghost type. And my strategy here is to sweep with it. So I'm just going to hit the Sword Dance. I'm going to do it a couple of times here. Just, I know that Weezing doesn't really have much that can take me out. And just going to use this Iron Head, a Steel type move, against all her Fairy type. And hopefully I'll be able to take it out. And the Weezing does go down with one hit. Okay, so Mawile is interesting because it's a Steel and Fairy type. And it lowers my attack, which kind of you know, hurts my Sword Dance strategy here. And I had no idea they had Crunch, and I didn't even think that was going to affect me that much because I thought that the Steel was going to counteract my Ghost weakness, but it didn't matter. So I answered this question incorrectly. My special defense harshly falls. I thought I would hold up from this, but it fell pretty far down, and so not going how I thought it would, but I'm still in good shape. This Togekiss does make me nervous. I'm paralyzing it just because I didn't think I was going to be able to take it out with one Thunderbolt, and I didn't know you know, what was going to come after this thing. So now it's paralyzed. I'm going to hit a nasty plot just so that I can maybe take out what's next. Because I got a little nervous here that my Doublade was taken out, and I didn't anticipate that. And so Thor was able to take it out, and now we have the Alchemy, who has that Gigantamax, and basically nasty plotted, and I'm gonna basically try to do as much damage here with how I set it up before I attempt to switch when I don't really have to. So my Mag Mortar is or my Iron Man is kind of the backup here. It's a fire type. So if this doesn't take me out, so now I should be able to do, well, I'm just going to paralyze it to kind of set me up for the Iron Man to come in here. Or, oh, I guess I selected Black Widow. Not sure. I'm not sure what I was thinking here, to be honest with you, or why I decided to do this. Maybe I'm just trying to affect it as much as possible, or maybe get some XP for Black Widow, or maybe I was just bored and wanted to see, because I feel like I should be going with Iron Man here. But yeah, okay, here we go. So here comes Iron Man. I think what I was actually trying to do was just wait for that Gigantamax to go past the 3 turns, just so I could Dynamax and kind of safely secure this win. That seems to be what my strategy was here. I'm doing this voiceover after the fact, and don't exactly remember what my mindset was, because it can go so many different ways. Sometimes when I'm doing these playthroughs, I just like to experiment, and if I'm not using a Pokemon a lot, I could do that as well. Because yeah, I have no real rational explanation for that Sneasel, other than to just take a hit and to waste a turn, basically. I'm gonna end up taking it out successfully, and we earn, I believe this is our 5th badge. Let me see here. Yeah, it looks like that's our 5th badge. So, moving on to the next gym. So our next gym battle is against Gordy. He specializes in rock types. So my party, I think, fares pretty well against these. I have a steel type and a fighting type. So we're just going to start off with a sword dance here, and kind of the same approach, try to sweep the team, but he unexpectedly did that shell smash, which got me a little bit nervous, and especially with these water attacks. Didn't kill me, thankfully, but we will see if his next Pokemon possibly outspeed me, and it's a Shuckle, so it won't. I'm not quite sure what the thinking there was. One-shotted that. I thought maybe it would have Sturdy or something, but no. Stone Journer. I should be able to outspeed this. I should take it out in one hit as well. Stealth Rock shouldn't really matter. Hopefully I don't have to swap out anybody. One hit that. So this sword dance is definitely paying dividends, as we are taking out some pretty high defense Pokemon. Yeah, so this Colossal does make me a little bit nervous. I don't have any water type moves, so I'll have to make do with a fighting type. My steel type probably would have one hit gotten killed with a fire attack, and so I do elect to Dynamax here, anticipating that he's also going to Gigantamax, and it's either going to be 1 or 2 hits to take it out. The rock, yeah, I mean, my guess is it's going to be a 2-hit here. I should be able to survive its G-Max attack with my special defense. Yeah, so it didn't really do much damage at all. And one more Max Knuckle should be able to end this. And we do. So battle's over. Relatively straightforward, not too difficult. Had pretty good type advantage in. And time to move on to our next gym battle. So the next gym battle is against Piers, which is the dark type. Can't tell if this is a like a man or a woman, just some fluid, I guess, gender type. So can't really tell what to refer to as a him or her. But Piers starts off with a Scrafty here, a fighting and dark type, and so I have a pretty strong fighting type here with the Hulk, and I mean, hopefully I'll just be able to take out the entire team with just the Hulk. And so we start with a Brick Break, which is a new move that I added to his move set. Vital Throw was a move that never misses but goes second, and had 70 damage. So decided to improve that by really not caring about the speed thing anymore, and improving it by 5. The accuracy thing was not a huge deal. Yeah, so I get in a little trouble here. I believe this Pokemon is a Psychic and Dark type. So I wasn't quite sure really what to do here. A really impressive moveset here with Foul Play, Psycho Cut. I don't know what other moves it has, but it took out Captain America and almost took out the Incredible Hulk. So at this point, I'm getting a bit nervous. Had to hit it with some sort of status effect move, and luckily my Iron Man is pretty neutral here. And I know that the Malamar has low defense. So Fire Punch, yeah, came through with that knockout, but this Obstagoon really makes me paranoid. High attack, high defense. This is a pretty strong Pokemon at level 46, so I don't really out-type it that much. Right off the bat, breaks confusion. So I get into a little bit of trouble here. I'm getting a little bit of paranoid. Hasn't really done any damage to Iron Man quite yet, and yeah, I'm electing to kind of go for like my strongest attack here, which is Flamethrower. I'm pretty sure the special defense on this thing isn't that good, so I thought it was gonna fare better than a low sweep, and it ended up working. I was debating to teach my Machamp Dynamic Punch, but with 50% accuracy rate, just didn't think it was worth it. I mean, Dynamic Punch is such a fun move, such a good move, but I think when it comes to the Elite Four, you know, I'm just never going to use it. It's not reliable enough. So she brings out the Skunk Tank. I'm gonna do a similar approach here, just in case it kills me. Because I don't really have any great attacks against it. Just want to cause some status damage in case I need to switch it out. I hit it with the Flamethrower, and it actually ends up just taking it out. So wasn't that bad. It obviously took out one of my Pokemon, nearly killed my Machamp, but Iron Man came through, neutral damage, and just, you know, kind of exposing or exploiting their weaknesses in terms of just their stats. You know, my Iron Man has high attack, high special attack, and Piers' Pokemon kind of just didn't really have great defense stats overall, so really helped me out having the Iron Man come through, especially with that Confuse Ray. So this one's done, and moving on. So our next battle is against the final badge, our 8th badge, is against Raihan. He is the dragon type gym leader, and so this is going to be a great indication of how my team's going to perform against Leon. And so we start, yeah, with our dark and ice type and our fighting type. So this is a doubles battle type, which yeah, I didn't totally expect here, but it is. And yeah, the Flygon's pretty weak to ice with the ground and dragon type, so it works out nicely. And the rock type is you know, obviously weak to my fighting and doesn't have sturdy, so was able to take that out in one hit. My Black Widow has a icicle spear, which is a move that hits 2 to 5 times, but I have no I don't have any move that improves critical chance or anything like that. So he's got his Sandaconda and his Duraludon, which is going to Gigantamax. Yeah, I didn't realize how fast you know, this is gonna go, because there's only 4 Pokemon, and we did the double battles and was basically able to take his out in one hit. Sandaconda here, also weak to ice, but our Black Widow is X4 weak to fighting moves, so that Duraludon didn't have any issue taking out our Black Widow. Incredible Hulk, though, is going to counter here, so Duraludon's a steel type. We're going to bring in Hawkeye, a ghost and grass type, to help with this Sandaconda. And the Duraludon doesn't really have much to do against our Hawkeye, as far as I know. I mean, he may have an ice type move or a fire type move, but we are going to Dynamax him, use a max overgrowth, get back some health, take out the Sandaconda. And Hawkeye grows a level, so there's the Incredible Hulk and Iron Man. And Max Knuckle, yeah, not going to do a whole lot of damage to our Incredible Hulk, even though he got the crit. And we hit him with the Brick Break. The battle, I believe, is over. So we defeated Raihan pretty easily. So I'm feeling confident right now that Leon will not be an issue. However, Leon, I think, has much better dragon types than Raihan did. So we'll see. It shouldn't be too much longer till we get to that stage. We just got the 8th badge. I think there's just a couple more things to do, and then we'll head over to the, not really Pokemon League, but the tournament to finally face Leon. Alright, so we've just skipped the tournament where we got to get through all the gym leaders. Nothing super interesting happened there, and here we are, finally getting ready to face Leon. Most of my Pokemon at this point are low to mid, like level 60s. So we'll see how this holds up. Haven't faced Leon in a while. I really don't remember what level his Pokemon are at. And yeah, hopefully it'll be enough. So he sets out an Aegislash, and I have Black Widow. Type wise, not super good for me. He's got a steel and I got an ice. So I let out a Screech just to soften him up a little bit, but he hits me with a Sacred Sword and one hits me. So not going great. We're gonna bust out Iron Man. Fire type against the steel type. He hits his stance change. Probably won't one hit him. Oh, he protected himself. Okay, let's try again. And I do one hit him. So, yep. I think his special defense is base 150 at that point. So I was surprised there. He's gonna come out with a Haxorus. I'll counter that with my Thor, the fairy type Pikachu, Alolan Raichu, I should say. See, I don't actually have very powerful fairy type moves. Just oh wait, what? Oh, I thought it was a fairy type. It just had fairy type moves. Oh, I was mistaken there. I thought that Alolan Raichu was a fairy type, but regardless, I think Incredible Hulk has a dragon type move. Help combat these dragon types. And yeah, we got dual chop. So the dragon types don't have a whole lot against fighting types, and since the Incredible Hulk has high defense and a lot of the dragon types have high attack, I thought it'd be a good counter to have a fighting type that has a dragon type move. That dual chop comes right in handy. So Mr. Rhyme, I think is Ice and Psychic. So just gonna hit him with Hawkeye and use that Ghost against Psychic typing advantage there. And surprisingly, yeah, Phantom Force, one hit. Dragapult, I can do that again, just the dragon on dragon. Yeah, surprisingly, I was able to withstand that hit. And Dragapult has really bad defense, so I was actually surprised I took him out too. I thought I'd, would nearly take him out, but pretty lucky that I actually took him out. So we got Inteleon. Let's keep that grass type in. Hit him with the Leaf Blade. Oh, he outsped me, and yikes. Down. Yeah, I mean, what do I do here? Probably have to use like a max revive on my Thor or something. Yeah. I'm gonna get outsped basically, so I'm gonna have to sacrifice somebody, and yeah, I think that person's gonna be Iron Man. Oh wait, I thought I would have done this, but I thought I would have done a max revive here. Well, how come he's not taking me out? He could take me out in one hit here. I should do a max revive. Well, I'm not sure what my strategy was here. I probably should have taken the Raichu, but we'll see. We'll see what I was thinking. And yeah, that should have been my first move. So I was really lucky that he didn't take me out. But I mean, this works out, I got my Incredible Hulk back to full health, and I'm gonna outspeed it and take this out. So it all worked out. All right, last but not least, the Charizard. Now, yeah, I mean, I have a type advantage against him, so he's probably gonna Dynamax. What was I waiting for here? I think I was probably like, how come I didn't Dynamax? Maybe I do now. No, I guess I could just take it out of the Thunderbolt regardless. Okay, well, it was probably, I mean, that battle was probably the hardest battle I had along the journey, which isn't saying much. I mean, I had to use a max revive. I haven't had to use a max revive once in the entire playthrough, and had I not used that max revive, that Charizard would have probably taken me out. That my Incredible Hulk is weak to flying attacks, and then my Captain America is weak to fire. So I was pretty close to not winning this, but yeah, it proves that you can beat Pokemon Sword with a an Avengers theme squad. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and